week week 12 recap. Week 13 got power rankings. We got playoff picture. We got a lot, so I'm gonna get right into it. We got rivalry week, big week coming up. All right, first off, we have Big Balls versus Goblins. Big Balls takes this one 112 to 87. Big Balls and Goblins both stood at 8 and 4. Next up, we have Elmwood Lawyer versus Cambodians. Elmwood Lawyer 177, Cambodians 121. Elmwood Lawyer takes back the top score of the year with a 176 routing of the Cambodians. Our matchups to watch have been great. I mean, they just keep coming down to the wire. Big Nick's Energy gets a little bit screwed here, losing by 6, while Jameer Gibbs puts up 52. Top score of this fantasy season, probably in the last couple of years. I mean, my God. Big win for Fear the Choke. Pretty much locks up playoff. We mentioned that whoever wins this is into the playoffs. Pretty much locks it up for Fear the Choke. They just need one more win, and honestly, they might even be able to make it without another win, but that is less likely. Next up, we have Hurley and Chuck's here, 120, Swamp Dicks 87. Swamp Dicks dropped to 4 and 8 and are eliminated from the playoffs. You hate to see it for the Swamp Dicks. And the Dog Pound gets a win. 121 to 102. The Dog Pound takes down the True Under Big Dog Story. We talked about it. We talked about it last week. We'll see what goes on with the True Under Big Dog Story. They're not safe. We said that they weren't. They're still not safe. They need one more win. They also need a few other things to go wrong for them not to make it. But, nevertheless, they are not in. And Capone's V-Card gets a win, 103 to 96, knocking the Tasty Boys Club out of the playoffs. And Capone's V-Card improves to 5 and 7. We would say that Capone's V-Card has a chance at the playoffs, but they don't. Going up against Big Balls and then Elmwood Lawyer, top 2 teams in the league to finish out. Don't think that they're going to be able to get 2 wins there. Okay, let's see here. Let's do the look ahead. This is rivalry week, boys. We have Capone's V-Card versus Big Balls. Remember, loser pays winner $20. Capone's V-Card versus Big Balls. Cambodians versus Tasty Boys Club. Dog Pound versus Big Nicks. True Under Big Dog Story versus Elmwood Lawyer. Swamp Dicks versus Goblins. Hurley and Chuck's here versus Fear the Choke. Really not a lot of matchups to watch. Nothing really like big for both teams. I guess this is matchup to watch for. I take it back. Here's our matchup to watch. The Dog Pound versus Big Nick's Energy. With a win for the Dog Pound, they're live in avoiding the punishment. And with a loss, Big Nick's Energy is eliminated from the playoffs. You petting her? With a win for Big Nick's Energy, Dog Pound solidifies punishment, and Big Nick's Energy keeps their playoff hopes alive. So that is definitely our matchup to watch. Dog Pound versus Big Nick's. Yeah. This is big for other reasons too. I mean, it's big for the whole league. It's big for Tasty Boys Club and the Swamp Dicks, because it saves them from the punishment. dog pound win saves the True Under Big Doug story from blowing a playoff appearance. The True Under Big Doug story, I mean, they're going up against Elwood Lawyer. It's not a good week for them. And then, so if they lose this week and then Big Nick's Energy wins this week, then we'll talk about this stuff. I'm getting ahead of myself. That'll be our scenarios, which I guess we can move right into that, actually. We're going to talk about how teams get into the playoffs, and how we figure out who is getting the punishment. So let's start with the punishment. Pretty simple here. Dog pound loses this week or next week, they're getting it. Now, if the dog pound wins this week, okay. If the dog pound wins this week and the Tasty Boys Club loses this week, then let's see what the points for are. Oh God, yeah. If the dog pound wins this week, and Tasty Boys Club loses this week, they match up against each other in week 14 for the punishment. Now, Tasty Boys Club isn't completely screwed if they lose this week and the Swamp Dicks lose, because the Swamp Dicks have the lowest points for. So if we have a Swamp Dicks loss this week and a Tasty Boys Club loss this week and a dog pound win, then in week 14, if the dog pound beats the Tasty Boys Club and the Swamp Dicks lose as well to the Cambodians, the Swamp Dicks will be punished. If the Swamp Dicks win and the dog pound beats the Tasty Boys Club, the Tasty Boys Club is punished. Let's just say I think the league is rooting for, in week 13, a dog pound win, a Swamp Dicks loss, and a Tasty Boys Club loss, because that will make week 14 a three-way battle for the punishment. Now let's go over a playoff picture. So we have Elwood Lawyer, Hurling Trickster Goblins, Big Balls, all mathematically locked in, 100% chance. And behind that is True Under Big Doug Story, Fear the Choge, Cambodians, Big Nicks. All right. So here is the path for all these teams. True Under Big Doug Story. They just need Big Nick's Energy to lose a game. Oh, they either need Fear the Choge to lose out, Cambodians to lose out, Big Nick's Energy to lose one. Only issue is for them, none of those guys play each other, so it makes it a little tougher. Or the True Under Big Doug Story just needs to win this week or week 14. Now, let's say here's how True Under Big Doug Story misses playoffs. They lose this week to Elwood Lawyer, very likely. Fear the Choge wins this week. or next week, either one. Cambodians win this week or next week. Big Nick's Energy wins this week and next week. And the other part to it is Big Nick's Energy has to outscore in these next 2 weeks the True Under Big Dog Story by 45 points. So True Under Big Dog Story needs a lot to go wrong. But if they lay it, let's say they put up 70 points this week, 80 points, and Big Nick's Energy just has a normal, like 100, 110 point performance and gets the win, then watch out. Or on the other end of the spectrum, Big Nick's Energy has like a 130, 140 point game, and True Under Big Dog Story just scores a normal 100, 110 and loses. So we'll see. We'll see. Next week we'll definitely, after this week, we'll definitely have a much clearer picture of what's going on. Okay. Parlay report. We actually almost won it. We had Cardinals money line, which went to overtime. We had Philly money line, which they blew a 21-0 lead, and we had the Steelers money line. Unfortunately, we couldn't parlay for whatever reason. It sometimes doesn't let you parlay defensive stats, so we could not parlay the Myles Garrett over sacks, which would have hit. So we had to go with the Steelers money line, and they lost by 3. So I mean, like, we were close. All those games could have flipped either way. So good job to the team. Good job to the team. We're getting better. Let's see. All right, let's do our power rankings. I didn't really get a chance to really look at this too much, but I think I have a decent idea. All right. So, spot 1, Elmwood Lawyer. Team remains very, very strong. Team 2, Team 2, Big Balls McJensenberger. Team 3, Fear the Judge. Team 4, Hurley and Chuck's Year. Team 5, Team 5, I like Big Nick's Energy. I do. Team 6, Team 6, probably Cambodians. Now Team 6 will give it to the Goblins. The Goblins, their receivers are just so bad. Actually, no, we're gonna give it to Cambodians. The receivers are just so bad. Team 7, the Goblins. Team 8, Dog Pound, Team 9, Swamp Dicks, Team 10, God. Team 10 we'll say the Boys Club. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Team 11. No, Team 10 will go Dog Pound. Team 11 will go Boys Club. And Team 12 will go Capone's V card. Teams are really bad. Alright, so that's it. Those are power rankings. Rivalry week. Get your parlay picks in. And then we'll be back next week, which will give us a really good idea of who's in the playoffs and what the punishment picture looks like, and it'll make for a good week 14. All right, everybody have a good day.